Hey guys, AsePlayer here, and welcome back to another Stick War 3 video. We're doing COD in 4K. Today we got AsePlayer versus... I'm waiting for the other name to appear on screen, Neon Sub 02, and it looks like he's a stinky blazing boulder, but they both respect the Scared Spirit and Drip. As we can see, that's actually quite interesting. It looks like our Blazing Bolt user here only has the Blazing Bolts for the Eclipsers, so he's not actually going to be using them immediately, whereas Xerxes on the left actually has Archidons, but no bolts. So this will be very interesting. One side shouldn't become too strong immediately, because they all seem to have their own quirks about them. However, Xerxes is going for the Archidon and Sword, and then Miners, whereas our man on the right here has just been waiting for an Eclipser. So I guess never mind. He wanted an immediate Eclipser, and I don't know what I'm talking about. That's all good, though, because it's a learning opportunity for me. How viable is an Eclipser start? I mean, he's just absolutely wrecking that Sword Wrath, but no user control necessary there. Missing a shot is a lot worse than hitting them occasionally. However, if you're going to just get absolutely wrecked by Xerxes user control Archidon, then you might want to be a little bit fearful. He's taking shots. I think he might actually... Yeah, I just can't tell when he's user controlling because the replays are a little weird, but that's okay. Xerxes is going to stay back because he fears that Eclipser, and honestly, when you do an Eclipser start, you kind of need to get the value out of the Eclipser. Right now, he's just kind of keeping the Eclipser at his base, and Xerxes can just crank out the eco, whereas Neon's eco is actually like really slacking, despite him having Miner Hustle. He's instead going to go for another Eclipser and still not attack, and also not even take the tower that Xerxes is willing to give up for free. So Xerxes gets to keep all this middle income, and he just keeps to keep making miners and making whatever he wants, whereas Neon Sub here, he thinks he can do that, but really, this is not what he needs to be doing right now. That's for sure. Xerxes is almost at like a row of Archidons and Swords, and then eventually he'll probably start making Giants. He doesn't have that monstrosity though, so no need to be too worried about it. That makes me think that this passive interest gold's actually going to be kind of useless for him, because he can only queue at least one thing at a time, so you're going to just get too much money to be able to spend at one point. But for now, that doesn't matter. He's running in with the projectile barrier, blocking Eclipser shots. It's actually really smart to get the bubble to follow your user control unit, and then actually keeping him back so that the Eclipsers were not inside the bubble. That was really good stuff by Xerxes, and Neon Sub has gotten pretty wrecked. There's not a whole lot left for him to even really do. His miners are almost toast. His everything else is almost also toast. He's basically got what he had when he wasn't comfortable attacking like 2 minutes ago. But maybe he wants to attack now? No. He is going to continue not to attack. Now, there is a time and a place to be defensive about things and like build up your eco, but this is not something that Neon Sub is doing, because he just keeps making like Sword Wrath and stuff. And he's like only had 4 miners this whole game. Maybe he lost one and he had 5, but as far as I'm aware, this economy is not the hottest one on the block. All right, I've seen better. And he's gonna lose an Eclipser for free. Still not even interested in attacking. And this is kind of just a situation where Xerxes can't lose even if he tried. Like, aside from, I don't know, losing his Wi-Fi or deciding to surrender, there's just no way this guy comes on top. He even stays, like, garrisoned for an extra 10 seconds out of fear. And that is definitely how you just sign your own death wish in Stick War. I'm not saying that he was gonna come back from this or anything like that, but that doesn't mean you can't do the best play available. That Sword Wrath has had a tough day. Oh, rip. That was so good. Okay, Xerxes is going into the Giant Tech now. He just needs a lot of HP to sustain Castle Archidon shots, and just needs to chip away at the statue. That was such a cool snipe, though. Like, Can we just talk about that again? That, you know, user control snipes, not the biggest fan of them, but that was like one shot and it needed to be where it needed to be. That was awesome. Big respect to Xerxes for hitting that 360 no scope. He's coming in again, using the projectile barrier as a sort of pseudo barrier that he can actually dodge and weave with again. That is a very good strategy. I've never considered doing that. He's got the mass heal as well, of course, to take no actual damage from all these castle archers and burn. Not that it was going to do anything anyway. But Neon Sub has decided it's time to make a second Castle Archidon, and I mean, that you're not wrong. That's probably how you're going to deal most of your damage here, since you keep garrisoning, but that is not how you stop a growing army that has 6,000 gold. Now, like I said, that passive income it was going to be kind of useless for Xerxes because he doesn't have the monstrosity upgrade to be building giants and other things at the same time. So he's just going to get a bunch of gold. But last time I checked, that was a lot better than having 240 gold. And it looks like Xerxes is going in once more. He's still just kind of playing the patient game. And I can respect that, but I'm going to speed it up because I don't respect it. At this point, those Sword Wrath are enough to kill. Xerxes is just scared. I don't know why. It's you know, it doesn't look like a particularly close match that can be fumbled in any way, shape, or form. Three rows of Sword Wrath, and you're still not satisfied? Come on, man. Let's wrap this up. Send in the Sword Wrath. They're just gonna start wailing on the statue and wailing on everyone. You can't really see what's going on, but just from the numbers above, you can kind of tell where it was going. And it looks like those Sword Wrath actually just straight up beelined for the statue and ignored all the units that Neon Sub tried to send out. That was a pretty good match. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember to not stay garrisoned for 5 minutes.